I've also watched Prison Break season 3. Same issue. Can't really discuss the plot.
Yep.
So the story in season 3, it starts to get a little bit silly because I guess like the writers kind of just they've got a title, right, that they kind of have to stick to some degree. Yeah.
So this, as someone that hasn't watched Prison Break, this has always been my sort of big thing with Prison Break and the idea of it.
Yeah.
Because the title of the show sort of implies we've got to break out of prison, right?
Yeah.
So either that, like, and I don't know. So either every season they have to re-go into prison, or they just have to be like, well, it's called Prison Break, but we're not in prison anymore.
Or it could just be they never break out.
That's true. I hadn't considered that. I just always assumed that they were going to get out at the end of the first one.
Well, you'd have to watch to find out because
Right.
loose lips sink ships.
Thanks, World War II veteran.
So yeah, season 3.
What the fuck made you remember World War II propaganda?
I think a poster for it was in a film I saw recently. It might have been Shape of Water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, season 3 kind of tries to up the ante as well, but the problem is season 3 also came out the same year that there was that huge writer's strike. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Like, I think a lot of TV shows got really badly affected. Like, I remember Heroes was one of them.
Heroes is the worst, I think.
Yeah. So, whereas season 1 and 2 were, I think, like 21 or 22 episodes, I think 22, season 3 was only, I think, 11 or 13 episodes.
Did they go for the same thing that Heroes did, where instead of being like, well, we'll wait for the writers to come back or something, they just went for the, well, we'll attempt to wrap up the story how we think it was going to end, and we'll do it in 2 episodes or whatever it was?
No, so they did 13 episodes for season 3, and it doesn't. If anything, it feels like they had to stretch out some stuff. It feels like it could have ended a couple of episodes sooner.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, they might have always been their intention to do it that way, but just watching it, there is a moment where you're like, oh, they're ending it a lot quicker than I thought they would. I wonder what the rest is going to be, and then they sort of backpedal a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the exact same thing where the story's even sillier, but it's still these just like fascinating characters, and by 3 seasons now, you've really developed like a loyalty to the characters. So when they start getting like they start coming face to face with new characters for that season, you just don't want your like favorites to get hurt, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating because when we first watched season 1, there's a character that gets introduced really early on, and I said to Kat, that's going to be your favourite character. And this isn't really a spoiler because he's introduced in like, say, episode 2 or 3, and this is instantly revealed. But he's revealed to be this like paedophile murderer, right?
Right.
And so that information gets revealed, and I say to Kat, that's going to be your favourite character. And she's like, what the hell are you trying to say? Like, why? By season 3, she's like, yeah, this character is my favourite character.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, the characters are so fascinating, and even like the really nasty villainous characters are written in an interesting way. And particularly by season 3, it becomes like you don't have black and white morality. It's just varying shades of grey.
Okay. I mean, you did describe this guy as a paedophile murderer.
Yeah, I know, but he's so compelling to watch.
Yeah, I'm just saying maybe he's not a shade of grey. It sounds like he's probably a shade of black.
Oh, yeah. He does this like little thing, and as soon as he does it, you're just like, oh, some killing's going to happen. And it's great.
Okay.
It's great. It's so good. But equally, like, all of the characters know that he's utter filth, so they treat him that way.
Okay.
But then you also find out, like, a bit of his backstory and some of his upbringing, and it doesn't quite justify things, but it helps you kind of understand things.
Do you maybe want to take another run at that sentence?
I think that sentence was fine, isn't it?
It doesn't quite justify things. There's literally nothing that could be revealed that would make anyone go, oh, well, it makes sense that he's a paedophile.
No, but equally, like, they don't, like, so they don't harp on about that. They just use that piece of information effectively.
Sure.
Is all I want to say. It's really hard to describe without doing spoilers.
That's fine.
I might have already spoiled too much, to be honest.
Fair enough. Give it a rating, Liam. Season 3.
3 out of 5. it's going downhill. But equally, like I said, I think some of that you have to factor in the writer's strike.
Yeah, that was a bad time for TV, except for Doctor Horrible sing along blog.
Yeah, that was good. I think there was a few shows that managed to escape pretty much untouched, but it did fuck over quite a lot of other shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for my TV reviews, though.
Fair enough.